So let's talk about what schools could be doing to help prepare students for this. Because I've heard two very different schools of thought on how
Mhm.
schools should approach the rise of AI. I've heard one group that says, okay, we need to get very hard into the tech side of education. STEM, STEM, STEM. Kids need, AI as a technology. We need to get kids acquainted in technology, get heavy on the tech. And I've heard an opposite school of thought, which is, drifting away from that idea, which is if AI is showing us anything, it's that a lot of the traditional tech careers that we thought would be just part of every student's life, like learning to code, that might be something AI can do. And instead, what we should be emphasizing in the schools is going back to basics. We should be going hard on the liberal arts, teaching writing and communication skills, because those are the kind of skills that are going to be valuable. Those are the kind of skills that allow you to be an effective prompter of AI and somebody who can read and understand AI's output and actually apply it to situations. Where do you stand on this?
I love both.
Ah, I love
I
it.
love, and
Okay.
I think there's space for both, right? So, first of all, our schools are filled with neurodivergent children, right? It cannot be all STEM, no STEM, right? Because they can't be raised with this concept that it's all or nothing. It's not all or nothing. There are people making millions selling pencils, right? The simple industries still exist. So it's not a matter of if you are not a master in AI, you're going to get left behind. There are still craftsmen in the world, and there are people who pay a lot of money for human made things because we still believe in it, right? So I think the first and foremost is that education needs to find that comfortable balance of being able to say, okay, a student should know how to make decisions, how to analyze things. They should be able to have that dexterity, use their hands. I mean, the fact that most people can't even boil an egg, and are having to learn on YouTube things that I took home ec classes. This dates me, right? I mean, home ec classes. How I can't find a school now who has home economics, right, or woodworking classes. However, at the same time, our world is changing, and they should understand what is Gen AI. It's not a magic box, right? It's statistics. It is statistics. It's statistical application of large language models. And when you understand that, then they don't get afraid of it. And when it will also help them learn how to analyze the information that comes out of it, because they'll know and they'll understand, oh, this isn't necessarily, the holy grail of an answer. This is one way to interpret it. Let me check it and see whether or not, and then they'll learn those skills or decision making skills. And that's what we should be teaching in school. What is it? How do we use it? How do we break it apart? How do we understand it? And so the students who want to learn code, they should learn code. Someone's got to be able to look at an AI system that goes rogue and go in and fix it. We don't want to say forget code, and then everyone's like, "Well, I don't know what to do. What do you do? I don't know. The AI always made the code. Oh dear, what do we do?" Once all of our ecosystems are all combined, this doesn't make any sense, right? Gen
Yeah.
AI can now recreate code, but there should always be a human in the loop. And so, whether or not you say instead of having a whole school of coders, now we're going to have a small subset of individuals who can understand, read, and dissect code, fantastic. Yes, we should. But at the same time, let's also have intelligent people who at least understand the overall concepts and can work with what these applications could do, and can look for the innovative ideas on how to apply them and how to break it and how to fix it. And just like when a car was created and people started to get under the hood and tinker around and they broke things, but they knew how to fix their cars. Right
Yeah.
nowadays, you can't do anything because no one knows what to do because it's all computers. So
Uh,
again, it's the concept that it's not just about all or one. It should be we should be creating a generations of young people that feel self efficacy in the world that they live in. And that's what's missing, you know?
Certainly would love to see more of that infused in the education environment. I'm with you on that.